are events in this world that defy logical explanation. Incident. We wouldn't believe they happened to video technology becoming readily available worldwide. Because of that, there are thousands and thousands of hours of video recorded daily of some of the most crazy and unique events, oftentimes resulting in people and animals being caught on camera doing something crazy. And today we'll take a look at top 10 weird things caught on security cameras and CCTV. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified every day for more amazing content. Instant karma caught on CCTV. In this clip, a vandal was smacked in the face by a rebounding brick after he hurled it at a car window. This CCTV footage taken on the morning shows a hooded figure approach the people carrier from behind before picking up a nearby brick outside the property in Durham. As he hurls it at the window of the Renault Kangoo, the brick bounces back and strikes him in the face, causing him to recoil back, clutching his hands to his nose and mouth, hunching over in pain. The hooded man was then arrested, a resident at the property. Mr. Craig said, "This nice person decided he would break into my car after many failed attempts. Karma came to bite him in the face. His vehicle sustained scratches to the glass and paintwork. Whilst in attendance, police officers received reports of an incident of criminal damage in the same street." Old woman knockout thief. In this clip, a feisty pensioner Turner has been rewarded for her bravery after she tackled a drugged-up robber in her shop in February 2020. The 82-year-old woman, who owns J News Agents in Staffordshire, has been awarded £250 from the High Sheriff for her courage in fighting off Aaron Mountford. He was wrapped in a sleeping bag when he walked to the counter at 6:25 am and demanded cash. But the brave pensioner told him he was not having any before hitting him with a metal crutch. The 28-year-old robber, who needed cash to repay a drugs debt, pushed her to the floor before making off with about £50 from the till and some cigarettes. He was badly shaken following the ordeal and an ambulance was called. She sustained bruising to her left cheek. She has run the shop for more than 40 years and never had any trouble, but is now considering selling up. Judge had also sentenced charges Jalen Mountford. Sewer explodes caught on CCTV. A boy in China has escaped any serious injury after being blown into the air and flung 360 degrees by the force of an exploding sewer. The blast took place after the child threw a lit match into a manhole, igniting trapped methane. The boy, who remains unidentified, didn't suffer any serious injury. The accident occurred on November 2019, a prefecture-level city in northern China. The surveillance footage released by the local news group shows the boy walking towards the manhole with a playmate. It then shows him crouching down and sticking an object into the metal cover. But as soon as he stands upright, he is launched into the air by the force of an explosion under his feet. The blast is so powerful the boy is propelled to spin 360 degrees in midair and then lands on the ground hard. The clip then captures the boy struggling to stand up. He is seen limping for a few steps before having to sit down by the pavement to rest further. He eventually walks away from the scene by himself. But thankfully, in the end everything was fine. Bungling driver reverse a car. In this clip, a driver somewhere in Sevastopol, Crimea has found it a little difficult to bring themselves to leave a car park in the Ukraine on the 27th of September, 2019. The footage caught on CCTV, the driver approaches the barrier with very little effort, rolling down the window. They manage to return their ticket too, before the car seems to jump back slightly, potentially just a little too quick on the clutch. The car then rolls forward just fine, under the barrier as you might expect, and up the exit ramp. The car suddenly shifts into reverse and slides down the ramp into the barrier. The red and white plastic bends against the car's weight, raking along its side paneling before entering the driver's window. The driver attempts to drive ahead, but ends up sending the barrier crashing through the rear windscreen. The curved plastic holds tight to the interior of the car, refusing to budge properly. As the driver accepts his new passenger, he drives away carrying the plastic pole off to distant destinations. Stealing pineapples on truck. In this clip, 3 men were caught on camera stealing pineapples from the moving truck. 3 men used a white sack and 2 jackets load the pineapples and then threw their loot off the slow-moving vehicle. The man can be seen throwing his loot to the ground before falling off and rolling a couple of meters. His accomplices seemed to have mastered the skill of jumping off the moving vehicle as they had no problems doing so. The eyewitness claims to have alerted the driver of the truck about the thieves, but the driver merely offered up a shrug. The hill is a hotspot for trucks being targeted due to the slow speed caused by the incline. The man who shot the video says the river was likely emboldened by the relatively light road traffic at the time. When upon overtaking the truck, the witness signaled to its driver, who seemed to be aware of what was going on at the back of his vehicle. Chilling moment of lost sheep. 3 lost sheep found their way onto a roof in Cumbria after escaping from their field on the 23rd of February, 2020. Andrew Laverek spotted the animals chilling on the tiles in Glenridding, the Lake District, and called a farmer who came to herd the sheep back to Gilside Farm. The 3, who may have climbed up to avoid potential floods, were spotted staring down at Passesby from the roof on afternoon. He says it's not every day you see some sheep just hanging out, chilling on a rooftop. He thought they must have jumped or something, but it was really funny and unusual, so he took my phone out to film it. Posts on social media say it was a mission to get the animals down, but they are all now safely back on the farm. Burglary gone wrong. This is the moment a bungling thief tries to flee a jewelry shop with a gold chain, only to be foiled by a locked door. The CCTV captured the moment when a man walked into the store in Thailand and asked to try on a gold necklace worth £500. The thief put the chain round his neck and spent a few moments pretending to admire it before suddenly turning on his heels and sprinting towards the exit. But the hapless crook's escape was foiled after the owner Jerry Nitikaran, 41, had locked the door when he became suspicious. He was forced to trudge back to the counter and hand back the necklace before waiting for police to arrive. He admitted attempted theft and was remanded in custody. Police officers have gathered all of the evidence for prosecutors and the suspect will be sent to court to receive his punishment. A little pony falls in deep hole. A terrified pony had to be dug out of a deep hole by a digger after it fell and became trapped in a dramatic video on the 23rd of February, 2020. The clip is filmed in Wales, shows the white pony named Flo peeking from a crevice in the earth as the mechanical arm of the digger scrapes away soil. As the driver carefully digs up mud, the horse manages to lift its legs up onto the banking as the hole has made big enough for it to escape. It hauls itself up and makes a dash for it across the field. As one man says, "I can't believe she's not hurt." David Wilson, who uploaded this clip of Little Pony on Facebook from Wales, had gone to check the pony in a field when he realized one was missing. He says, they frantically searched the field before hearing the pony whinny in distress from the deep hole. With the help of farmers and a local man with a digger, the group managed to free the pony, which ran away unscathed. Fortunately, the pony wasn't trapped overnight after Ms. Wilson spotted she was missing from the field. Luckily, with the help of farmers and a fantastic digger man, pony was completely unhurt. Lady on subway. This footage captured by a CCTV in a subway shows a lady who could have been a model. And looking at the video, many could believe that a shoot was going on in the subway. The way she walked looking directly at the camera, the poses she flaunted with her spring perfume, as if in a shoot for a perfume ad, and the way she did it does not care about the people who are throwing confused gazes at her. Take a look. Terrifying moment caught on CCTV. In this footage, shows a BMW hit a van and then smash into a chicken shop before the passengers run off, leaving a man crawling on the ground in agony. The BMW jumped a red light at high speed and collided with the white van before flying out of control into Rio's Piri Piri in Coventry. 3 men emerge from the wreckage of the car and flee, totally ignoring the van driver, a man in his 30s, who is clearly shocked and in pain. The video shows the bright lights of the van and the BMW approaching the junction, seemingly unaware of each other's presence. The van appeared to have right of way as a green traffic light can be seen signaling go, while a red can be seen pointing at the BMW. The two vehicles collided in a devastating slam which crushes the front of the van and directs the BMW towards the takeaway. The BMW hits the shop at speed and the van spins in the middle of the road leaving a trail of debris. The van driver then falls out of his vehicle crawling on the ground. He continues to crawl towards the men in the BMW appearing to be in agony. All three men in the BMW assess the situation before fleeing, sprinting as fast as they can. Driver and a man is being treated for minor injuries and inquiries continue to trace the driver of the other vehicle. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified every day for more amazing content. With this being said, let's begin.